Being creative in the classroom is one of my favorite parts of designing lessons. Using as many different resources as possible goes a long way in making connections with students. For example, using video clips to introduce a topic or to describe a theme to a class. Movieclips.com is a fantastic resource for finding the perfect clip to show during a lesson. I used this clip last week to introduce a lab activity for the day. Following this video, students were shown this crime scene and then asked to do some investigating using model cars and other clay molds of tire tracks to identify which hooligan was at the scene of the crime. Students worked together in groups to practice using the scientific method through real-world applications. Using technology in the classroom has several purposes, including making you credible with the students who come from the digital generation, providing information beyond the textbook, giving the student different opportunities to view the same information, as well as allowing students to express their creativity. I work in a district where students grades 6 through 12 are issued personal laptops, typically a MacBook Air. Using the students as teachers of technology is one of those creative instructional practices. I wish I had one of my students with me right now teaching me how to use iMovie for this assignment. Beyond the realm of technology, there are many more ways instruction can be creative. For example, students can act out different concepts. This may be real life or tangible, such as history and literature, or it may be more abstract, like math or science concepts. Using balloons to model electron transfer in bonding atoms is a way to do this abstract play acting. Creativity does not always have to be on a large scale. Sometimes things like demonstrations can be used to get students' attention and get them asking questions. I used this demonstration to help my students practice writing hypotheses. We tested several different hypotheses and the students were begging to do more. So in this experiment we have a pop can which has about a quarter of the can filled with water, and we've brought that up to a boiling. And we have a bucket of ice water. And we're trying to create hypotheses as to what will happen when we flip the can with the hot water over and put it into the ice water. So we're all ready to go. We've written our hypotheses and now we're ready to test it out. So as you see, it's a pretty violent reaction. All in all, creativity does not have to take up more class time. A main objective is to make sure the creative element fits with the lesson and helps the student to meet the objectives. If the creative part of the lesson is all the student remembers, it is important that creativity ties back to the principle the students are supposed to be learning.